the last class we discussed about comparison test and limit comparison test. Now there are some more tests which may helpful to prove the convergence of series without knowing whether it converges to which limit. We don't care, we will say whether it is convergent or not. And the most famous test, the two tests are, the first is ratio test. Proof is not in the syllabus. You may find it once you see the syllabus. You'll see that वहाँ पे ratio test and bracket में लिखा है the proof is not included and something like that. So and proof is quite easy. It follows from your comparison test. If you see the proof, you may follow that as Kumaresan book to see the proof. So let us see what this test is. Suppose summation of en be a series of real number of real number. I am not taking whether en is positive, negative. I am not taking anything. Correct. I am just saying it is a series of real number such that en must be non-zero, because I'll be taking ratio. So for ratio I need that for all n belong to natural number. Okay. And next thing you need to find this. Let limit n tending to infinity mod of en plus 1 upon en, if this is equal to which should not yeah, okay, mod of en plus 1 upon a. Should I introduce the absolute convergence first or not? Maybe let us do one thing. Later on I will be saying, just let us take en be a positive series. Then later on we'll generalize this result. I'm just taking for positive series. Let us take en as a positive series and find en plus 1 upon en. Okay, if this is equal to L, correct, if this guy is equal to L, then you say that the first condition, if your L is less than 1, then you say that summation of en is convergent. That is summation of en. This implies that summation of en is convergent. Second condition, if your L is greater than 1, then it implies that summation of en is divergent. And third condition is this: if your L equal to 1, then no conclusion. You cannot see anything about summation of en. That is, it may be convergent, it may be divergent. That is, summation of en may be convergent or may be divergent. I don't care. Just the two things I need to make sure, that is L is less than 1, L is greater than 1. Summation of en, maybe I think I should remove this en be a positive. If you are taking summation of en is a series of real number, then you just have to put a mod here. That's it, and everything is same. Summation of n is convergent and same thing. Okay, this is ratio test. The next guy is your root test. Same thing here also. Okay, what is root test? That is, if you are having let summation of en be a series of real number, then what here you have to find, let say limit n tending to infinity mod of en raised to 1 by n. You have to find nth root of en. If this exists, say if this is equal to L, then you will say that if this limit is equal to L, then you will say that the first thing. If same thing here also, if your L is less than 1, implies that summation of en converges. The second thing is, if your L is greater than 1, implies that summation of en is divergent. And the third one, same, if your L equal to 1, then no conclusion. No conclusion means what? If you are having L1, it may have that the series may be convergent or may be divergent. We'll see some example why there is no conclusion for this. Okay, so this is first test is ratio test and second is root test. Mostly here for at least for some time I'm taking positive series, so mod is not important to me for some time only. Okay, later on we'll see that what this is. Okay, now let us talk about why there is no, why this is no conclusion till, why this guy is telling me no conclusion for that. Okay, look at this series summation 1 upon n square and summation 1 upon n. Do you know the nature of this, whether it is convergent or divergent, and whether this is convergent or divergent? Anybody? Whether this is convergent or divergent? Anyone? What is En here? It is 1 upon n square, and what is En here? This is 1 upon. Okay, this is convergent, correct? And what about this? Also convergent. How can you say that? Do you have any logic? Yes. No, that is definitely wrong way. This is what I told somebody. I think somebody put a solution in Google Classroom, and they were finding some terms S1 S2 S3, and they are saying कि हाँ ये दिख रहा है कि convergent है ऐसा. This is definitely a wrong way to do. I think you guys are not following the previous lectures. Do you remember P series? That is one more name is harmonic series. Yes, any one of you, if you remember what is P series, what is that? Perfect, very nice. So can you apply this to here? That is यहाँ पे ये convergent आएगा और ये divergent. Agree? Perfect, nice. Uh, can you find this limit? Limit n tending to infinity plus n upon n plus 1. Agree? What is the limit? What is the value of limit? Anyone? Quickly. Yes, anyone? 1. Same here also. Correct. So do you see that your limit this L En plus 1 upon n, this is equal to 1 for both the guy, but in one case I am having series as convergent, in one case I am having it as divergent. So that's why we used to say in ratio test अगर L equal to 1 है तो we cannot conclude anything about summation of En. It may be convergent or it may be divergent. Is that clear to you? 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 Is that clear Is that clear? You saw I gave you two examples where the limit is 1 but they are not convergent, even divergent also. Can you apply same thing for root test? Can you apply same thing for root test? First of all, what is n raised to 1 by n? Can you say something about this series, this sequence, whether it is convergent, divergent, and what can you say about this? N raised to 1 by n. Yes? You guys are not studying, I think. So I leave that. Find a counter example for root test. Give me two series where the same thing, the limit is 1, but we cannot see that it is convergent. That is, find a counter example for this. Why I'm saying there is no conclusion. Okay, now let us solve some question by using ratio test or root test, whatever you want to use. It is your choice. Okay, let us see the first question. Summation 3 raised to n upon n factorial. Okay, n equal to 1 to infinity. This is your series and you want to check whether it is convergent or not. So you have so many options now. The first option is geometric series. The second option is comparison test. Third option is limit comparison test. Fourth option is ratio test. Fifth option is root test. Do you agree? You are having so many options now. Correct? So you may use any of the following, but if you observe something कौन सा better रहेगा तो can you guess? Either I think ratio test or root test will be better for this. Can I use ratio test? Let us try to use ratio test. Whenever see something मतलब ऐसा टर्म आया और कट होने, since it is n factorial, so अगर n plus 1 मिला तो it will get cancel, कुछ तो होगा. So you can apply ratio test. What is ratio test? First of all, decide what is an. An is what? This is 3 raised to n upon n factorial. Then what? You need to find this limit. Limit n tending to infinity. En plus 1 upon en. What is that? En plus would be 3 raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 factorial multiply with यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? This will be 3 raised to n into n factorial. Agree? And here it would be limit n tending to infinity. Correct? Can somebody quickly tell me what is the value of limit? Yes, anyone? What will be this? How will you solve this? Limit n tending to infinity. 3 raised to n plus 1 can be written as 3 raised to n into 3. Multiply by n factorial as it is. In the denominator it will be n plus 1 into n factorial. Can I write this? N plus 1 factorial. And this is 3 raised to n. What do you see? What is the final answer? What is the limit? 0. Agreed? This is 3 upon n plus 1, that is 0. And which is less than 1. So what is my final conclusion by ratio test? So L is less than 1, that means summation of 3 raised to n upon n factorial is convergent. See, this is so easy. Let us do some more problem. See, summation of 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n square. Okay. कौन सा टेस्ट यूज करें? What is my en here? This is 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n square. You see that अगर मैं रेशियो टेस्ट यूज करूंगा तो उसमें जस्ट डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, बट हियर यू सी हियर इट इज n स्क्वायर. अगर मैं nth रूट टेस्ट, दैट इज रूट टेस्ट यूज किया, so it will be n will get cancel. Do you agree? What is root test? That is limit n tending to infinity en raised to 1 by n, correct? Just I have to take nth root and find the limit. Limit n tending to infinity, what will this become? 1 plus 1 by n raised to n square is already there, and that will be 1 by n, so it will be upon n. So that is limit n tending to infinity 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n. What can you say about this guy? Whether it is convergent, divergent, and if it is convergent, then where does it converge to? Yes, yes, very nice, Yatin. It is E. It converges to E. And what is the value of E? Perfect, 2.78. So, matlab greater than 1. Correct, that is what I want. So, if my limit is greater than 1, so what can I say by root test? Perfect, divergent. That is summation 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n square is divergent. Nice. Correct? We want to solve some more questions. Let us see. Think about this. I'll give you 2 minutes. N factorial into e raised to minus n. You may use any of the rule, whatever you are aware with. Try to solve this. Check whether this is convergent or divergent. I need answers from everyone. If you cannot see, then you can write it in the chat box. I can see it here. Whether it is convergent or divergent and which test you are using. Look at this n factorial e raised to minus n. Yes, anyone? What is the en for me? En is this n factorial upon e raised to minus n को मैं just ऐसा लिखता हूँ, चलेगा? Anybody? Which one will be better, ratio test or root test? Perfect. Yes, Sakshi. Nice. Ratio test will be nice one. Good. Limit n tending to infinity. This is en plus 1 upon a. Correct. So let us apply that. So ये क्या आएगा? And how did you get to know कि ratio test easy रहेगा काम करने में इधर? Since I was having n factorial, correct? So it is better to divide it. So what will be en plus 1? That will be n plus 1 factorial upon e raised to n plus 1 multiply by e raised to n upon n factorial. Agreed? What is the answer? It will be n plus 1 into n factorial multiply by e raised to n upon whether convergent or divergent. What is the answer? Cancel, 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 cancel. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, tell me. What is the conclusion? What is this limit? This is n plus 1 upon e. What can you say? Divergent, correct? So divergent मतलब क्या? and actually this limit whatever it will be greater than 1 से तो बड़ा ही रहेगा. So can I say that this is summation of an is divergent? Yes. Okay. One more famous one, maybe summation n equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon n minus 1 upon n square raised to n. Which test? Which test? Perfect. Yes. So let us apply limit n tending to infinity. It will be en raised to 1 by n, correct? Since it is a positive term, so I don't have to take mod. This will be limit n tending to infinity. What will be this? It will be just 1 upon n minus 1 upon n square, correct? And that is 0, which is less than 1. So what is the conclusion? Conversion. Nice. Correct. So do you agree this was the two important test? Okay. Now let us see one more type of series that is called alternating series. So what do you mean by alternating series? Alternating series means what? One term will be positive, one term will be negative. It is something like summation minus 1 raised to n plus 1 en. So what will be this? This will be e1 minus e2 plus e3 minus e4, like this, correct? This is called alternating series. Okay. So whenever you see alternating series, there is a test to check convergence of this. The first thing, whenever you see a series, you need to decide whether it is an alternating series or normal series, जैसा पहले करते थे. अगर पहले वाला series आया तो you are having so many tests to do, and if you see you are having alternating series, then there is only one famous test for that. That is called Leibniz test. Okay. I hope you understand that. Whenever you are not having alternating, that is minus 1 raised to n plus 1 ये नहीं है. If you are having just summation of an, so you are having so many tests to do that. And if you are having this term, that is if you are having alternating series, then only one test, that is Leibniz test for alternating series. And what does it say? Let us quickly write. Let summation n equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n plus 1 en be an alternating series where en is positive. Okay. And suppose it satisfies two conditions. Suppose it satisfies two conditions. The first condition is this, that is en is monotonic decreasing. En is monotonic decreasing. What do you mean by decreasing? That means en plus 1 minus en, that must be less than equal to 0 for all n belongs to natural number. This is the first condition you need to check. And the second condition, find the limit n tending to infinity en, whether this is 0. If your series satisfy these two conditions, then summation n equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n plus 1 en is convergent. That's it. As simple as that. So मतलब alternating series आया तो तुम कह रहा you are having one single test to say अगर ये दोनों condition satisfy हुआ तो you will say that it is convergent, otherwise divergent. खत्म. ठीक है? You just remember this. Whenever, so first thing, whenever you see a series, फर्स्ट डिसाइड ये कौन सा सीरीज है, वेदर इट इज अल्टरनेटिंग सीरीज। अल्टरनेटिंग सीरीज है तो तुम्हारा काम खत्म हो गया, यू आर हैविंग अ सिंपल टेस्ट फॉर दैट। इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग अल्टरनेटिंग सीरीज, नॉर्मल जैसे पहले करते थे वैसा सीरीज है, तो यू आर हैविंग सो मेनी टेस्ट टू डू, सो उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ठीक है, ओके।